Okay, how's it going, everybody? Today we are going to talk about building a no-show nurturing system within GoHighLevel. So, if you're a medical spa practice, if you're a dermatologist practice, if you're any aesthetic practice or any service-based business, really, this is going to be very useful. And what essentially a no-show nurturing system can do is it can allow you to recapture any person who misses their appointment, they don't show up to their appointment. Your goal is to get them back into your system, get them booked as soon as you can, okay? Rather than trying to have it all manual. So that's where GoHighLevel comes in. I'm going to show you how this build works, and we're gonna get started, okay? So assuming you've already got GoHighLevel set up, this is what it would look like. You're gonna head over into the automations on the left side, and you're going to create a workflow. So I've already created it before, but I'm going to recreate it just so that you guys can see what a simple no-show nurturing system could look like. So I'm going to start from scratch, and we're going to start right here. So first we need a trigger. So as you can see, you need to have, so essentially what's a trigger? What that means is you need to have something that if a client comes in and they book an appointment with you and they don't show up, that's going to trigger this automation. So we want something to trigger that. So that's what we have to set it up. The trigger is going to be a appointment status. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna look for an appointment status as the trigger. So we're gonna click it, and we're gonna call this workflow trigger name when appointment status is no-show. So I already have it on my other screen, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste that for the sake of this video, but you're not gonna have that. So the workflow trigger name can be when appointment status is no-show. The event type that we're gonna select is going to be normal, so we're gonna keep that as is. We're gonna go ahead and say here, appointment status is no-show. So what this is saying is when the appointment status is a no-show, so the event type normal, if it's a no-show, that's gonna be a trigger. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're going to set an action. So the action we're gonna set is a email. So we're gonna send an email. This email is going to reschedule a follow-up link. Okay, so let's say someone misses their appointment, they don't show up, we need to have a follow-up link. So what are we going to do? We're going to automate that process. So we'll go ahead and we'll call this action reschedule follow-up link. And the name, the from name and the from email, this is going to be from your business. So if you're on GoHighLevel, you essentially want this to be your name, your business name, and your business email. So what we can do is we can go here into the account, okay, and we can say name. So that's going to be, if you have your GoHighLevel account set up, if you have your GoHighLevel system all set up, this should automatically pull correctly. If it's not set up, comment below. I can help you in the comments and we can get that sorted out. Otherwise, you're going to have to hard code it, which would just be like you writing the actual business name specifically in this section. That's not recommended for long-term use, but that is another way to get around it. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select here the account email. So my account email would be my own business. MX View. The subject we're going to have is let's get you rescheduled. Contact first name. So as you can see, again, we don't want to be hard coding for every single person that's in our system their name, right? So that's why we have this contact dot first name. If they're a contact in your GoHighLevel account, that's going to automatically pull that specific individual every time that this trigger goes through. Now, a message that we can use and I'll paste this message in the description just so that it's easier for you guys to follow. But here's what I've put down, and essentially what we're trying to say here is, hi, first name, sorry you weren't able to make your visit, let's get you rescheduled. So you can book another day/time that will work for you by clicking here. So insert the calendar link here. We look forward to seeing you. Location name. Okay, then we'll go ahead and we'll test the email. So before we do that, let's save this action. We'll go ahead and send a test email out as well. I always recommend testing each action before you move on to the next one, just so that you can fix what you have before you go on to the next part, and then you got to continue fixing everything else. So just make sure this works here, and then we'll continue on. So I'm going to go ahead and test this email out. So I went ahead and put in my personal email, so I've erased it just for the sake of this video. However, the test went through. So you can see, hi test, sorry you weren't able to make your visit, let's get you rescheduled. And there we go. So that now we know that our email actually works. It's saying hi test because my personal email that I create, like that I have within GoHighLevel, at least, it's a test account. So I created a test contact within my GoHighLevel account, and that's why it says hi test. So anyways, now we know that this works. If you want to do formatting, let's say you have a calendar, that's where you'd go ahead, you'd insert your calendar here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to rescheduling via the SMS text. So after we send them a email, we now want to say, okay, let's send them an SMS. Don't forget to save action. So I almost forgot. Now that we've made sure that this action is complete, we're going to go ahead and save that action. Now we're going to go ahead and add another action, and this is going to be send SMS. And for this one, what we're trying to, we're going to call this one right here, reschedule appointment via SMS. So we're trying to send a text message to get them to reschedule. And this is what we could say. So we can say, hi contact, first name, blah, blah, blah. Sorry you weren't able to make your call or to make the visit. Let's get you rescheduled. So the goal is to get them rescheduled. Ideally, you have a calendar link that you insert. This is just a template, but the idea is that you're trying to get out and get those individuals to rebook as soon as possible. And once that's complete, we're going to go ahead and we're going to test the phone number. So you can see over here that the message was sent. So hi test, again, my name is Test within my system here. Sorry you weren't able to make the visit, let's get you rescheduled. So that's just a message being sent out to the potential future client to let them know that we want to schedule them in again. Now, in order for this to work, you need to have, through GoHighLevel, your phone number set. So that's a separate video that I have to do at a separate time. But if you do want that immediate assistance, leave your name or just comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. That is the best way to get in touch, as it is a bit tricky to set up, but it's absolutely possible to do. So there's another action that we need here after these two actions are completed, and that's the wait action. And the wait action is going to be waiting for a specific reply. Okay, so we're going to want to wait for maybe a day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, whatever we want to actually set. Those days are, those specific days don't really matter, but I advise 24 hours. That's usually a good stepping stone right now. But we're going to wait 24 hours before we do another active follow-up, an automated follow-up. And that 24 hours, it's going to be looking for a response, whether it's through the SMS or whether it's through them replying to the email. So we're going to wait for the contact reply. That's going to be the wait for section here. The action name, we can call it wait. Reply to, so we want to see if they reply to the follow-up link to the email. or the SMS. So we're going to save those actions. We're going to select the timeout. So we only want to give it 1 day, 24 hours, whatever. We're going to say after 1 day has elapsed, we're going to do something else. Okay, so after 1 day, so you can see here, what will happen when a contact replies on either the SMS or the email, the whole loop that we've got set up here ends because they've replied, right? If they've replied through SMS or through email, you can now take the next step to schedule them in, whether you're talking to them on the phone manually, whatever it is. You've now got out of that nurturing stage, you've captured them, and you no longer need to be in this automation system that we're setting up right now. After 1 day has elapsed, we're going to say, okay, send SMS, and this will be, we'll call it here, we'll call this one send SMS. And what we are checking for here is we want to check back to see if we can get them rescheduled. Again, just a different variety of messaging, but it's the same idea. After 1 day, we want to say, hey, we want to get you rescheduled in, okay? So we're going to save that action. If there's no response, we can set another wait, and we're going to say, let's say 4 days, okay? So 1 day is the first follow-up. The next time we follow up, we want to wait 4 days. And we're going to save that action, send SMS. So this is going to be our final SMS, send final nurture SMS. Okay, and here we'll say, we missed you, just want to check and see if we can get you rescheduled. This is our final SMS message. We're going to save that action. And, oh, this here I messed it up. So this wait section here, we want to make sure it's contact reply. So again, reply to this one, maybe it's that one, maybe it's the other one, doesn't matter. Either one, right? So we're trying to see if they respond to those messages. And then we're going to save that action. And we want to make sure that we are following the chain correctly. So this here, you can see the specific action. After the second SMS message is sent out, we're waiting for 4 days. If the contact replies, we don't want to send a final nurture SMS message saying that we missed you because they've already replied. So that was just a automatic thing that happened within the GoHighLevel automation. It kind of just went to that section under the contact reply. We want it to be under the timeout. So what will happen after 4 days, we want to send the final nurture SMS message. We don't want that final nurture SMS message to go when the contact's already replied. So we're going to go ahead and click these 3 dots over here. I'll call them the horizontal ellipses. We're going to move this action, so we can just click it, move here. And there we go. So now we've got our workflow set up. This workflow is essentially a no-show nurturing workflow. So you can use this for your spa, for your service-based business, whatever it is, anything that requires appointments. It's very effective at getting those clients to come back automatically. So we don't want to be manually following up. We want to be able to have those clients come as soon as possible, and we want to do so in a way that doesn't bother them. That basically sums up the video. If there's anything else that you'd like to know, feel free to shoot a message in the comments. I'd love to hear what it is, and if you want to get in touch as well, let me know and shoot a message in the comments. So I'll post information in the description, but I look forward to hearing from everyone, and stay tuned for the next video.